Good morning, back with another video on life lessons. So, this is what I learned from my time at this very special place, very special group of people called Equator Life. So, there's a few things I want to share today with all of you. Actually, three things I want to share. These are the three things that I learned during my time at Equator. These three things, my time at Equator has been nothing but life-changing. I went through a huge transformation here, and I could not have done it without the support and without the guidance of Coach Brian, the guy who made it all possible, the guy who brought CrossFit Equator, formerly known as CrossFit Equator, to Jakarta, Indonesia, the godfather of CrossFit, of Indonesia's CrossFit, basically. He took me under his wings and he let me grow and thrive and really transform into what I am right now. So, Equator Life has again played a huge role in getting me to where I am right now. And I want to share the three things that I learned during my time at Equator, just really quick. The first one is about being humble, or what sometimes we call having humility. So the context is the first time I really immersed myself in the Equator Life was I was originally a regular member. I was a paying member, but then I really believed in the vision. I really believed in the mission of Equator, and so I really invested myself, my time, my effort, in wanting to become a bigger part of Equator. So I became an intern coach, and at that time, I just finished my postgraduate degree. So can you imagine someone having a master's degree, having a decent career at the company I was working at, but then I had to become an intern coach. I had to clean up equipment. I had to sweep floors. I had to open up shop and close up shop, and which is basically something that maybe some postgrads would consider as this is too low for me. But I didn't see it that way. I saw it as it just had to be done because I knew where I wanted to be, and I knew what I need to do to get there. And I knew that being under Brian's wings was going to be something that would really help solidify my foundation for long-term growth. So I became an intern coach. So there you go. Being humble, having humility is, I think, should be everyone's first step in their growth, long-term growth, in their trajectory towards reaching the skies. Okay, so that's the first learning point. The next one is service excellence. Service excellence. So I've always been in my professional life, my career life, I've always been an employee, especially at an oil and gas company, which we have contractors, and we don't get serviced by good contractors, so we become what we get to dictate what they do, right? So by being a part of Equator, by being a part of the coaching team, and eventually becoming a manager, director, or whatever you want to call it, being a part of the rebranding journey phase of Equator, that really embedded the service mindset in me. I really needed to be able to satisfy, really be able to cater people's needs, how to get clients, how to sell, how to market, how to not just recruit clients, but to retain them, to keep them happy, and make sure they get what they need from us, and find out what they need from us. That's also important. But basically, how do I service these people? How can I be of most service to everyone that has invested their time and effort and energy, of course, uh, to becoming a part of Equator's mission? Yeah, that's the second that's the second learning point, and up until now, I think having this service excellence mindset has really helped me in a lot of ways in my career, because right now I'm overseeing a department called General Services, which is basically making sure people have accommodation, living quarters, food, in charge of kitchen, in charge of the cars that service our workers, and so on. So have it again, service excellence. Okay, I don't need to talk more about that. Okay, and last but most certainly not least is surrounding yourself with like-minded people. People who don't necessarily have to agree with everything you say, with everything you want to do, but these people will challenge you in so many positive ways that there's no other way but to grow. There's no other option but to grow and to develop yourself. Now, the people that you see in these photos are, it's not just limited to them. I've learned so many things from all my experience with everyone in Equator, be it a pleasant one or an unpleasant experience. Every single person that has gone through our doors, we don't have a literal door, but everyone that has gone through our doors, I've learned something from them. And for that, I thank you, because every one of you have played a great role, a great part in my development. So there you go. Surround yourself with like-minded people, with people who challenge you, who support you, who provide you a safe environment for you to grow and be able to accept you for who you are, but always wanting to get for you to deliver your best at all times. I guess that's it. I mean, I can talk for hours about what I learned at Equator, but that's the three most important things, the three most important points that I learned from my time at Equator Life. I hope you found that useful somehow. I hope you yourself can find your own learning experience and your own journey to becoming, to achieving greatness. Thank you. I'll see you on the next one. Stay safe, and as I always say, salam sehat.